So what's going on, guys? TGIF, how we doing out there? Yet another Friday, yet another couple of hours of me sitting here and acting like I think I know what I'm doing. What's going on, guys? Let me see if I got this. Hey, I'm a little out of frame there. Let me just bump that. There you go. Nothing like a little prep work before doing this, right? Yeah. Anyways, what are you guys up to? What's going on out there? I'm going to be plugging away today. What I'm going to be doing is, as the thing says, I'm reverse myself. I said I did need to make a level editor, but things are getting a little hectic right now. And I'm going to be hopefully bringing on some individuals to help, which means that I need to make a proper level editor so I can get some people doing some level designs with me. So, my bub, welcome, man. Look at that. Right out of this. Look at that. As if you weren't already in first place. Now you're even more firster place, right? What's up, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. So, yeah, so the game plan is to create a level editor. Yeah, doing well, man. Screwed up last week and aged another year. Not last week, I guess this week. Yeah. Yep. Completed another lap around the sun. I am 1 year older as of a couple of days ago, and not feeling it as far as I'm gonna attest to, but yeah, doing well. So what I'm gonna be playing with today is actually building my own custom level editor. So you can see I'm just starting to put this together, and it's working pretty nicely, right? The little full color square comes up because this one is designed specifically to have obviously two thickness, right? Two tile thickness. Oh really? When was yours, buddy? What day? If you don't mind me asking. Mine was on what was that? Tuesday, I guess. Oh, okay. Yeah. Almost exactly a week off and about not that close. Yeah. Yeah. But a whole bunch of years difference. Day wise, we're pretty close. Year wise, probably older than your parents, which is a depressing thought. Oh, that's a way to start things off. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I sure don't act like a grown up, and that's all that matters. So, like I was saying, so I want to make a level editor that will expedite the process for myself and hopefully anyone else that comes on board to do this. Yeah, I got your parents beat. Sorry. Yeah, depressing but true. Yep. So I want to work on a level editor. You can see I got a good start here, right? I got the little grid set up. Here, I'll go full screen on this puppy. There you go. So you can lay the tiles out. You can do it like this. Obviously, you need two thickness on this one. For the canyon, the other ones, you can do like a one tile thickness. But, not my auntie. She could be my grandmother. Okay. Alright. Oh, that's a glitch. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Look at that. I found a bug. I wonder if it works on this side. Yeah, it works on this side. So it's just that side that's broken. How about up here? Yeah, okay. So my extremes are not working correctly. So I'll check that. Obviously, I don't have a way to erase yet. I'm just getting to the point where it's drawing the tiles out and doing like my own custom quasi rule tile kind of stuff so it knows which tile to put there. And that's working pretty well. I need to do the corners. You see that's kind of missing. But not a bad start. I mean, this is only just a few hours worth of work so far. And not bad. And then I'll try and create some kind of quasi system that'll do like an export and allow me to rebuild an actual level. So that's the game plan. But yeah, my boob, what's up with you, man? You got any big plans for the weekend aside from staying up late like you do on Friday nights? I've been using Blender to make a character on a game I might be working on. Oh, sweet. You got anything that's to the point you want to do for show and tell? If you want, man, throw it up there and I'll be happy to take a look. But if you're still developing, I totally understand if you want to not throw it out there yet. I actually, you know what? My brother told me to. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Well, yeah. You said your brother was more on the coding side. Coding side, right? So you're gonna handle more of the art stuff, or are you both gonna share in the? I might. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Let's see. All right. So I'm gonna leave these up for a second. Oh, so what I was gonna mention is that I've got another partner in crime, a newfound friend that's here in town, named Dane, who has been doing some art for me as well. He's been doing one of the things I wanted to do, which is to create little outfits for the Tribble. And you know what? I'll show those a little bit later. Let a few more people show up, but it's pretty cool. He's doing some great work for me. Really thrilled with it. And what'll happen is, you know, as I talked about, the game is going to be a premium game, right? So you buy the game once up front, you own it for life, kind of thing. And then what we'll have is like missions. And if you complete missions, then you'll unlock these cute little outfits. You can customize your Tribble, and it won't really affect gameplay, but it'll just be kind of a cool way to make your Tribble your own, so to speak. But yeah, I'll show those off a little bit later. He's already made a bunch for me. He's just banging it out, and we got some more coming. And my other artist, Daniel, is also making some great stuff for me for the jungle stuff, the jungle scene. So that's going nicely. So yeah, the only thing that's falling behind, I think, is at this point is me. So I got to step it up. I just got to stop sleeping. If I just stop sleeping, I can stay ahead. But yeah, I'm still kind of addicted to that whole sleep thing. Yeah. I can't wait to see him. Cool, man. I'll show him here in a little while. I want to try and make a little headway on this level editor, especially now that I just discovered that little bug. So it works all fine when I'm trying to do it in here, right? That's all working great. But when I'm off to the edge, it breaks. So yeah, like that. That's totally wrong. All right. So oh, so if it's gonna be an edge, it's always gonna be yeah, it'd either be a side or a corner. So I think I know what's going wrong there. So let's go check tile. All right. So, oh, because I'm not even doing anything, I'm just kind of putting an empty tile there. So if it's less, okay, we'll do it this way. If, oh shoot, let's do. I'm gonna have to do it as a three-way split here, I think. So we'll just say is equal to 14. Another one. Damn, dude, yeah, look at that 160. You're just completely destroying it. You were so far in first place, man. I don't know if anyone's ever gonna touch you at this point. But Penny appreciates it. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm already starting to miss the summertime here. Excuse me. Las Vegas is very strange, right? I mean, Las Vegas is notorious for having summers that are just sweltering, right? We reach all the way up to like 120 degrees Fahrenheit. But what's strange about Las Vegas is that we don't have like a seasonal change, right? It's not one of those things like you have like a couple of weeks worth of adjustment. In Vegas, it's like a light switch. It gets thrown, and we go from like 90s to like 60s, and that's where we're at now. So I mean, it's already kind of getting. We were in the 40s this morning when I got up, and it's like that's just wrong, man. Rune's luck helped a lot. Yeah, that was a nice run for you, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, hopefully Runes will show up and get you some more luck there. Oh, Fahrenheit? Yeah. Yeah, Fahrenheit. Not Celsius. Celsius, then I think we'd all be baking like the surface of the sun. But yeah, I'm in the US, so we're all about the Fahrenheit. You know, unless I go anywhere else outside the world, and then it's all Celsius. But we got thumb and nose at the system. We just gotta like do our own thing. That's typical of us, isn't it? All right. Okay. So what I need to do is I'm going to check to see if I'm actually on that side, right? And if that's the case, let's see. check tile. Okay, so I'm doing the check tile here. I don't need update. I'm going to kill that. So what I've got is basically just two simple functions. When you click on a tile or drag across a tile, I do a check tile command, right? And then let's see. Oh, am I doing that? Okay. He's not equal to empty. You know what? Actually, I don't. Oh, okay, yeah. And then I'm just checking on the sides. Okay. So I do. Okay, so I do. Here's it is right here. So that's all correct. So update tile. So then let's go to update tile and check this. Okay, this is where I'm screwing up. So I do a check tile. What I do here is I check the cardinal directions, up, down, left, right, to see if there's any neighbors. And I'm just trying to make sure that if I'm going to plant a new tile, I want the neighbors to get updated, right, in case the shape changes. So that's the first thing. And then I just go ahead and do an update tile, which comes down here and decides what the tiles should be that we just clicked on. I haven't seen a bit of Below the Stone game, and it looks good. It does, doesn't it? Thanks for reminding me. Thank you. I promised them I was going to back their Kickstarter, and I've not gotten to it yet. But they're not with us today, but I will be happy to give them a nice little plug. How are they doing? All right. Yeah, they're only like a day and a half, 2 days in, and they've already got, what is that, like over a fifth of their goal covered. That's very cool. Yeah, so they got, what is that, 7,628 bucks to go before they reach their 10,000 threshold. That's a good start, man. So, yeah, it looks like a fun game. It's like one of those roguelike dungeon crawling kind of games, right? And also some mining, stuff like that. So you do a little bit of crafting, mining, and a lot of killing the bad guys. But, yeah, some really cute 8-bit art. They're doing some great work on this stuff, right? And of course, like I said, it's roguelike, so all the dungeons get generated on the fly, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'll be back in that as well. I gotta remember to do that. I keep getting pulled in 5 different directions, but yeah, I am gonna definitely back that myself for them. And that way I also get my own copy of the game, which oh yeah, well, that's the other thing I was gonna say is the fact that, you know, I'm also, you know, I've talked about it before, I never make the time to play video games. The only time I ever really take time to play video games is an annual event, and that is the weekend that surrounds my birthday at some point. Then I shut down, and for a whole weekend I sort of just let myself play video games the whole weekend. So after I finish the stream tonight, I am shutting down, I'm booting my computer up in gameplay mode, and I am playing games the whole weekend. Don't know what I'm going to play yet, probably on the PC side, but you know, considering I got literally, what, 400 games to choose from on Steam. I mean, 90% of those coming from Humble Bundle and Fanatical. I got plenty to choose from. So I'm not sure what I'm going to choose yet, but I'm definitely going to play something. Hey, Subtext, what up, buddy? Welcome, welcome. How's it going, man? How you doing out there? TGIF. I was just saying that basically this weekend is a... What's a founder badge? You know what? I should have an answer to that. That is a badge that was found by a founder. You know what? I really don't know. I've been really bad about. I've really dropped the ball on the whole Twitch thing and paying attention to what's what. I don't know, man. I'm assuming you're talking about on Twitch. Founder badge. Founder for me. Oh, cool. Okay. Badge for viewers of affiliated and partnered streams. First, a simple word. Okay, so I'm reading about Founder's Badge. So this is actually news to me. Let's see. For those who want to label themselves as first in a different way, an attempt to help. It's called the Founder's Badge. All new viewer badge that's now added to the growing repertoire of viewer badges, and I got ads popping up all over the place, which includes cheering chat badges, subscriber badges, sub-gifting badges, the Twitch Prime icon, and many more. The Founder Badge is a subscriber badge that will be exclusively available to the first 10 Prime or paid subscribers and affiliate channels, and first 25 Prime or paid subscribers or partner channels. There you go. Cool. Okay, I was not even aware they did that. That's terrible that I'm not. Oh, God. Oh. Yeah, attention to detail not here. But that's interesting. Okay, thanks. Thanks for letting me know, and I'm glad you got that badge, man. Very cool. Yeah. So yeah, through the Twitch Prime. That's cool, man. Very cool. All right. So I'm working on a custom level editor to expedite the process and hopefully to open up the level building to some other individuals so I can get this game done on time, because I'm starting to get pulled away in about 5 different directions. I'm sliding into the management position, which I was scared might happen and is happening. So I'm trying to alleviate that a bit by making sure that I can get some help here. All right. So if it's 13, for less than 13, then otherwise we're on the edge. All right. So do above check. Okay, no, that's Y. Sorry, I'm looking at Y. Oh, we need to fix that anyways. But all right, so then we consider that. So above tile is 0. So that was correct. That's strange. Let's see. If it's less than 14, maybe that's what I need to do there. Less than 24. Or did I just break it? Let's see what happens here. All right. So we do this. Boom, boom. We get ourselves a nice little custom level. But if we do it over the edge here, hey, there we go. And that's still pretty broken. Okay. So the X sides are correct. Let's go. Yeah, so that's working. That works. That works. And that kind of works. Oof. Yeah, I'm not sure why it won't do it on the initial. It does on the click, but not on when I do a scrub, which is kind of annoying. Huh. How long did it take you to learn C#? Kind of a complicated question. Because number one, I still don't think I know it for crap. Number two, in my situation, what happened was back in the day, Unity had multiple languages that it supported. So my first, oh, missed. Oh, sorry, buddy. Luck ran out. So for the first few games that I made in Unity, I actually used Unity script, right? Which is kind of like a derivative of JavaScript. And, I mean, I've been using that for years. But then Unity kind of phased it out and forced everyone to move over to C#. So, it's a really good idea with the level editor. Good luck. I have to go now. Just want to say, hey, thanks for coming by, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks. Hopefully I have the level editor put together pretty quick. But, yeah, thanks for coming in and say hello. Have yourself a fantastic weekend, Subtext. Take care, buddy. Thanks for coming in and say hey. Hey, look at that. Nice. Thanks for the one-person host. I appreciate it. All right. So yeah, so it was one of those things that where my C# knowledge started was the fact that I was buying a lot of plugins for Unity to try and do things that I couldn't figure out how to do on my own, which was a lot. And because I was using Unity script, right? And Unity script and C# actually, how do I describe it? They sort of like execute separately, right? They're not even on the same pass. So you have to sort of get creative to send information back and forth between JavaScript or Unity script and C# script. So in that process, I kind of inadvertently got a little knowledge of C#. And after a couple of years of doing that, when I realized that Unity script was getting phased out in favor of C#, I played with it enough that I was comfortable jumping in. So, I mean, technically, I just sort of like started using C# and just went. But part of that was just because I had quasi-tinkered with it for several years at that point. If that makes sense. So, I mean, it was never really an earnest effort to learn it. It just sort of like happened by trying to make it behave with Unity script stuff, code. So, there you go. Wish I had a specific answer, but And because I did learn it in kind of a piecemeal fashion rather than taking full tutorials, it's one of the reasons why my code, I think, is so crap. Because, you know, I'll get pointed to sometimes, someone will look at my code and they'll say something like, why don't you just do it like this? And it's kind of like, that's an option? You know, it's like, oh, didn't know. Okay. So I'm still, even though I've been doing this for 10 years and I've been using C# full-time for at least 4 years now, I think. Yeah, 4 years. I still learn stuff. I still, you know, people point out stuff and it's kind of like, oh, it's good to know. Thank you. Okay. So still a learning process for me, but I've never claimed to be a programmer. I always say that I'm the artist that does programming out of necessity. I would love to have my game do well enough that I could share the burden and get a real programmer, and this stuff would go a lot faster. Hopefully in the near future. I'm working on that as we speak. But okay, so, and I don't know why the scrubbing on that one just is crap. This one works correctly, but this one doesn't. Okay. So, oh, you know what? I think it's because I have the wrong values up here. I'm saying 13, but if it's less than 14, and if it's less than 24, I think that's correct. Boom. Okay. I'm just waiting for someone to tell me that I can't be a game developer. Yeah, the old term is imposter syndrome, and I pretty much still suffer from it. Even though I've been doing the game stuff for 10 years. I even feel that way too about the animation. I've been doing animation professionally for at this point over 20 years, right? And I mean, you know, I've gotten an Emmy nomination. I've gotten 2 nominations from the Visual Effects Society, but every time I get an animation job, I still feel like a total poser, man. You know, and it's just one of those things. It's like, oh crap, is this the one where I finally get busted and they realize I have no idea what I'm doing? You know, and that's 20 years. You know, and you know, I think that's actually a good thing, right? I think it'd be your mom. Well, I was very fortunate. My parents were supportive. They just said, well, you know, we support you whatever you want to do. So that's a good thing to have. But no, I think second guessing yourself is not a bad thing, right? Oh, there we go. I got that one fixed. Good. So that's behaving the way I wanted to. Perfect. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think if anything, that keeps you hungry, right? I think that's a good thing. I think when you get to the point where you go, you know what, I'm a game making god, you know, I think that's when you sort of like, you know, kind of fall on just like, you know, just you basically sort of like phone it in at that point, right? So I like the idea that, you know, if you stay apprehensive, if you stay unsure of yourself, I think that can actually make you more determined, better. At least that's the way I feel. But I hope your mom supports you, right? You know, I mean, you know, you're in London, so I mean, there's plenty of potential opportunities, and you're young enough that you're starting at a great age that you have potential of you know, getting up to speed and getting some fantastic opportunities, you know, unless you want to just do it all by yourself, and then you can do that as well, which is a little crazy. I speak from experience on that one. My mom would probably want me to work in a restaurant with my dad. My age in life. Sad times. I can sympathize. My wife went through the same thing. My wife wanted to be an artist all her life, but you know, her dad wanted her to be like a software engineer kind of thing. So I get what you're coming from on that one. But you know, she prevailed in the end. She ended up doing art, and she does art today. So there you go. But yeah, I mean, nothing else, dude. Look at it this way: do both, man. Do both. You know, I mean, I've mentioned this too many times, and I'm sorry I have, but you know, when I first started doing the game development, I didn't just start making a game full time. I was actually still doing the day job. I was doing animation at a visual effects house, right, all day, and then I'd go home at night and then work on the game for as many hours as I could before I got too tired and went to bed, and then I'd work on it on the weekends as well. And it took me 2 years of just nights and weekends trying to make my first video game. So even if you do, I might want to do software development. Oh, that's cool. But I mean, even if you do get pulled into something like that, right, where it's kind of like, you can have your choice just as long as it's the restaurant business. Hopefully you can, it's a challenge, but hopefully you can find the time, make the time to still do what you want to do on the side. And it will take longer, of course, but if you're really passionate about it, hopefully you'll be able to make the time. All right. Or, maybe you're able to jump in. Maybe they'll be understanding. I don't know, but go for it, man. All right, so that's good. So next thing I want to do is fix corners. You can see the corners here are not coming up correct. So in that case, it's going to be if it's a 3. So I got to make sure I add. Actually, I don't even think I have corners added yet. So let me add the corners. So let me find them. Get my little notepad up here, a little cheat sheet. Put that way. I want to get a job when I go 6th form college. All right, I gotta plead ignorance on the 6th form term. I don't know that. College, I know. College, I have memories of. Yeah. So I got you. So yeah, when you're in college, you also want to have a job as well. Gotcha. That's cool. I mean, it's ambitious. I mean, it's college is a challenge because, obviously you're learning all new stuff, but you're also responsible for all the homework stuff as well. So trying to do that and a job on top of it, that's definitely a challenge, man. But that's cool that you want to do that, though. All right. Oops. Let's go. Okay, so let's find ourselves a corner. It's like college in your secondary school. Got it. That makes sense. All right, where are my corners? Oh, okay, there's one. So that's bottom right is 21. Or another one. Yeah. All right, so 21. All right, so wait. Let me think. That's down there. So that'd be like 21, and then this is 23. That's the bottoms. Gotta find the tops. There it is. That's 33. That'd be up there, and 34. Oh, another catch. Look at that. And then finally 35. Got it. All right. So then what I gotta do is check if it's a 3. If there's 3 surrounding tiles, then it needs to be a corner. All right. Which is down in here. So we check. Okay, so 3 sides. So, and then we got to figure out if the above tile is 0. What did you have to do to get your game accepted by Xbox? It was an approval process. So I sent them a bunch of information. They have an online form where you have to fill out all this information and tell them exactly what you're doing and just details about the game, the team, and all that kind of stuff. But the cool thing, though, is you don't have to do that, actually. So Microsoft has 2 different programs. Now, I did the id at Xbox, or is it ID at Xbox? I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. I'm not sure which one is correct. I'm going to say id. Why not? id at Xbox is their formal online version, right? And that's the one that gets you the most attention, but it also requires you to get proper approval from ESRB, from PEGI, and whatever country you're going to release the game in. You have to get the approval, which means you have to pay for all those, right? So it's more out of pocket, but you get more exposure. But they have a secondary one that's more like a self-release kind of program, right? And the cool thing about that is you don't even need a dev kit. You can actually take your standard Xbox game console and turn it into a development machine, right? With Unity, right? And you can just actually put the game on there and it will run, and you can actually release it. But the only downside is it's more like releasing on like Apple or Android, and the fact that you get tossed in with a lot of other games, and there's no real bells and whistles. There's not nearly as much attention paid to it, right? So I mean, it's harder for it to succeed because it's more, like I said, like mobile release, where you're just surrounded by tons of other product, but it's still possible without having to go through the entire process. But I mean, just the idea that you can actually even develop for the Xbox by just using the game console, that alone I think is just a really cool concept. All right, so if it's corner, let's see, let me think about this for a second. All right, so if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, oh shoot, I gotta check actually. Yeah, so it's not 3, it's actually 4. I gotta check the other corners, the quad corners off of that. So if it's all 4, then we know we're good. So then we gotta check. Let's see. All right, so we'll just do it. Check all 4 corners. And total corners is equal to 0. So what I'm doing is going to check the 4 quad corners to see if 3 out of the 4 are filled. And if that's the case, then it's going to be an elbow that I got to throw in there. So then I go if I don't want set tile, I want get tile. All right. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. Back that up, and then total corners plus plus. Add 1 to him. All right. So we'll check all 4 corners. We'll start with just that way. And then we'll check the other way. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. This is corners. So I got to do +1, +1, -1, +1. Space that out. Why not? All right. Yeah, like that. And then now we got to do the negative plus, and then negative plus. There we go. Your brother has a YouTube channel? Welcome to our world. Wait, is that you on there or is that your brother on there? Jeez, man, you look a lot older than well, you or your brother looks older than I anticipated. I see, that's the older I get, normally people look insanely young to me, but oh, you made the videos ages ago? Oh, okay. Yeah, 2 years ago. Look at that. Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah. So I'm guessing older brother, right? Yes? No? Maybe? All right. No, it's just my brother, cousin, and they're friends. Got it. Okay, cool. All All right, so then we'll do it this way, and then he's 20. Okay, good, good. I'm not going insane then. I was thinking, man, that's he's looking. I had a buddy of mine in high school that was like that. He was, you know, he was 16 years old, but he looked like he was about 24, right? He was tall and had like he could grow a mustache and beard no problem. But I normally I'm better at judging age. He's 20. Yeah, so yeah, 22. Gotcha. Total corners. Let's see, int. Excuse me. Corner. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna do this as a string. I know it's not efficient. I don't care. Equals bump bump. So then I can do it this way. Open corner is equal to, in this case, it's upper right. So I'll say upper right. And let me put that in the right place. There you go. And I know by doing the same variable that it would be overwritten, but the only reason I'm going to care is if only one corner is actually exposed, so this won't break otherwise. So this would be upper left. Yep. I'm 6 foot and quite big, so people think I am 18 or older. Yeah, you mentioned the other day that you're husky and 6 foot, so that's cool. So you know, you can get into like R-rated and NC-17 movies, right? Yeah, I conversely, I mean, I know this is not gonna be a shock, but yeah, I was getting easily carded in, like into my 30s. I would get carded. Yeah. So let's see. Let's say lower right, like that, and then lower left. There. Good. All right. So now we say if total corners is equal to 3, that means we do have a corner situation, and we want to get the right piece. Otherwise, we just do the default, like so, which means that he's going to be a center piece, which is correct. All right. Now we go switch, which is the open corner, and if it's a caser, if it's a case of upper left, we'll go break just so I make that error go away, like that. All right. See, there goes my Twitch again. I don't know why Twitch hates me, right? So, Mabu, I mean, I know you've been chatting with me, right? I think there's still a couple people floating around, but it still shows it as I have 0 viewers right now. I don't know. This only happened a couple of weeks ago, so I'm not sure why Twitch hates me, but they're absolutely, like, destroying my numbers. You know, at this point, I'm never going to make a partner, which was never going to happen. To be a partner, you have to average 75 viewers an hour, and yeah, no, I don't have that, so I guess I'm not gonna worry about it. You know that video on my brother's video was Drake? They just used it because it made sense and was funny. Oh yeah, oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, well, I actually had the audio muted, so I wasn't able to hear it. Sometimes I play videos, it loops on me, so I tend to like keep the audio muted. But okay, cool. Yeah, and I was also running it like poster size, and I didn't have my old man glasses on, so that was a bad combination for screwing that up. All right, so we got upper left and upper left, which means that he's going to be 33, like so. All right, and then upper right means he's going to be that way, was 35. And we have lower left, which is 23. And then finally, lower right, which would be 21. There. Okay, that should work. Let's see if I did that correctly. Nope, not so much. Yeah. Yeah. It's trying to do it, but it's doing it wrong. Huh. What are those collectibles behind you on the shelves? Well, quite a few. Let's see. The newest edition, which is over there on the side, is a ship from a anime. One of the few, I'm not a big anime fan. One of the few animes that I really did like was Cowboy Bebop. So that's a ship from Cowboy Bebop. And then I have Spike, which is the main character. You know, a little miniature version of Spike behind that. That was actually a birthday gift for my wife, which is fantastic. Next to that is the bust of Dr. Smith from Lost in Space. And then next to that is Lupin the Thief, which is another animated series of movies, but actually was used in a Laserdisc game that I played as a kid a million years ago. And then what else we got? Or actually, is that too low? Because that's the upper one. That's what. Oh, that's like my Back to the Future collection up there, right? I got like the DeLorean and all that kind of stuff, and then we got the top row. Top row, I got just on the edge there is the robot from RoboCop, and just a few other things. Just toys that I've been collecting over the years. You know, just trying to remind myself that I refuse to grow up. All right, so that's working, but that's totally busted. And if I click on it again, it cleans up, but okay, so that's still not working at all. All right, so that's correct. Elbow tile. I should do a debug log here to try and give myself a sense of if it's hitting this correctly or not. Oh. Yep, elbow tile. Oh, that's why. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I know what I did. I'm looking at the wrong numbers here. If I had toys, my little brothers would break them in the same day. Well, my dog would treat them all like chew toys if she could reach them, which is why they're on shelves up in the air like that. So, yeah. No siblings. No siblings. My parents decided they screwed up enough the first time, so they quit while they were behind. But, yeah. I got plenty of friends that had siblings and have gone through that same thing too. It's kind of like, hey, I got a toy. Hey, I had a toy. My brother broke it. Thank you. I sympathize with you on that one, man. That sucks. All right, so that's where I'm screwing up on this. So let's go back. Oh shoot, I haven't even added them yet. Well, that would do it as well. Okay, so 14. I need 4 more. So let's go like this. What'd I say? 21, 23, 21, 23, 33, 35. It's actually calling the wrong thing, so I'm not surprised it crashed and burned. That only makes sense. So let's correct that. So 33 would actually be 15. 35 would be 16. That was stupid. 23 is 14. And 21, of course, would be 13. There. That should get us corrected. Hit Control S. And let's try this again. Nope, not quite. Oh, well, it worked on this one, but it just did the wrong direction. Okay, that's kind of encouraging. Eesh. All right. Is that the whole script just for tiles? Yes. Yeah. This is... Oh, no, no, this is actually for the full level editor, but this code is just for dealing with those tiles. Yeah, absolutely. And there may be more efficient ways. I'm the kind of system I'm using with a combination of switches and if then else checks. Probably there's a more efficient way to do this. I could probably even look at the tile scripts that are used when I'm doing it in the editor. But yeah, well, let's see. Well, here, let's go rule tile. Custom rule tile menu. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this is going to be embarrassing because it's just 2 lines, but this is because it's already all been selected. Oh, wait a second. Really? Create. Oh, no, that's just creating it. Okay. Menu. That's not what I was looking for. Here we go. Rule tile editor. Yeah, so there you go. This is the one that was written by the professionals to create the rule tiles, which I'm mimicking at runtime. So let's see. I see looping in there, so I see switches and I see some if then else. So yeah, either way, it's definitely going to take a good chunk of code because it's got to iterate. It has to, first off, it has to figure out where it is, what tiles are around it, and then select the right tile based on the tiles that are around it. And then after it's done that, go tell those other tiles that they need to update as well. So still, there's a bit of stuff happening there. Okay, so let's do this. Go. I will tile, make sure that I'm doing this correct. Upper right, left, and left right. Just in time. Efficiency is for the birds. And there was a day when a game like Doom and the editor needed to fit in 4 meg. Now we act as though we have infinite until there's a problem. So much RAMs and cycles. Yeah, very good point. Yeah, it's funny because I mean you look at some of those classic arcade games, right? You know, some of the ones you play on MAME, and it's just amazing to see how complex they were, right? And they were like, you know, 16K, you know, but yeah, 16K, yeah, that didn't even give you like a mouse driver these days, right? Yeah, hell, mouse driver's like 5 meg in size. So that's true. That is true. You know, you keep doing whatever you got to do to make it run until you see a performance hit, and then you make adjustments accordingly, right? Premature optimization and all that. I think organization is more important than efficiency because if you encapsulate well enough, you can take the bottlenecks and swap them out with a better implementation. Very valid point. Which I hate to say, I'm not totally great at encapsulating. I try and keep them pretty much as separated as much, and you know, kind of in a separate fashion, but. Yeah, Not a trained professional for coding, so yeah, it is what it is. Yep. I will not be hired as a professional programmer anytime soon, which is probably just as well, because there's guys that are a heck of a lot more well suited to it. Yeah. You need someone to animate stuff, right? Move characters around. There you go. I'm your guy. If you need someone to do animation and then do perfect code for it, yeah, no. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. All right. And let me turn off those. I don't need these anymore because that's pretty much, I know this is functioning, so they're just kind of getting in the way. So I'm going to kill these. 3, 4. So just in time. I assume you're like a real programmer. You do game dev, or what's your deal? Do you do like Unity, Unreal? Write your own? See, look at that. And I still got 0. It still shows 0 view. Man, I'm telling you, man, Twitch has it out for me. See, I think I got like 500 viewers right now. They're just afraid to show it, so they're just dropping it to 0 on me. Yeah, they're evil, man. They hate me. All right. So what I care about is finding out that. So now that I've purged out all that other stuff, hopefully I will get... Let's go like... Come on. Oh. Didn't detect my play press. All right. So kind of just come down here like so. No, I still got it here. Did I not save? I just missed one. Okay. Like that. Elbow tile. Why would that? Okay, did that one correctly. That's a good start. You just got busted. I might have to go in a bit. That's cool. All right. Clear. Double tile left. Why would it do that? And it didn't do it for at all for that one. Just stopped by to check in. Gotta go. Keep up the good work, amigo. Thanks, man. Appreciate you coming by and saying hello. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Thank you, thank you. All right. I'm still trying to figure out the mystery here. You know what? Let's just go ahead and shut all these bad boys down. And just piecemeal this. Do this one at a time. So we're going to figure out upper left first. And then just throw a default. Yeah. Really? Why are you not? Oh, because I got, no, that's correct. Por qué? Why you hate that? Yeah. Default. There. That's weird. It was grayed out on me a second ago. Not sure why it hated it, but yeah, we're good now. All right. Okay. Upper elbow tile, upper left. So let's see if we got that working first. And it didn't see it. All right, let me get rid of this one. So +1, -1. Let's see. So that's 1, 1. So that's oops. No, you are. This is UL. LR. Okay. You got a little number 2 in there. Penny's gonna ignore you for that one. And that would be left, left. Okay. Ah, shoot, I still got here's in here. All right. So he says there's no lower right there, which is totally wrong. So let's find out why. There you go. Oh, did he get it? Oh no, missed it. Okay. So this is where we're at. So why does it? +1, -1. It looks right to me. All right, let's see what it calls out. Excuse me. Well, your mom can't be too hacked off because you're still. Oh, is that twice in a row? Oh, sorry about that. Yep, you're still in third. There. Okay, it says, wait. So it says it's empty. Oh, I got this backwards, don't I? That was stupid. Yeah. So, if it does equal empty. Wow. Yep. Helps when you make the code work correctly. In Blender, I am making a little cube with arms and legs named Cuboy. That's cool. Let's see. Where's runes when you need them? Okay. Oh, so wait. So then I got it if total corner. So instead of calling it total corners, I'll call it empty. Empty corners. Just to make that more discernible. So if empty corners equal 1, that means we got to put him in the prop corner. All right. There it is. Boom. Oh, okay, but it didn't clean that one up. So I got to update corners as well. Shoot. That's weird. Oh, it's right, but the wrong direction. That was totally wrong. Let's see, so that's, what was that? Upper left. So that's, so I gotta reverse these. I think that's right. All right. Try my luck. Oops. Not fast enough. Crap. Oh, did it break? Sorry, I'll reset it. Yeah. There you go. Back in action. I think I know why it does that. I think I have the difficulties of Unity. No, just difficulties of poor programming. I think what happened was I had my list set up, and I think I iterated one too many. So it's probably just throwing an error where it's just going to past the end of the list and it breaks it. That'd be my guess. I think, I don't know, it could be something else. I could debug it, but I mean it comes up so rarely. It's kind of easier just to close it and restart it than it is to go back in and try and debug. All right. Oh, wait, let's go look at my code here. All right. So it just shows which one is missing. So +1. So that's upper right is missing. Upper left. The messages are delayed by 30 seconds? Oh, geez. All right. So I guess Twitch is also screwing with me that they want to go ahead and delay my stream by 30 seconds on top of it, I guess. No love. No love. Not from Twitch today. Longer than usual? Huh. I'm sorry about that. Well, I guess if I was actually paying for the service, I could demand my money back, but, you know. Let's see. All right. So this will help clarify things for me a little bit. We're good there. Good. so here, and no lower left, but then it didn't actually add it. No lower left, but it didn't add it. Lower left. Upper left. So that's... Oh, because I'm... Oh, God, I'm stupid. Because I'm trying to update the wrong thing. It's 15. Alright. Yeah, that would do it. It helps when you set the values correct. Jeez. +1. +1. Alright. -1 +1. Plus minus. And minus and plus. And still no. Okay, so it's doing it in the wrong spot. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So, I am really kind of annoyed at Twitch at this point. The fact that I know there's at least a few people hanging out, yet it still shows it as 0 views. All right, man. Have yourself a great weekend. Take care, buddy. Adios. My bub. Have yourself a good weekend, buddy. Alright, so I was going on a little rant there. Yeah, because I know there's not 0. So that's really frustrating. So I might bail on Twitch. I might bounce over to Mixer because this is kind of annoying. That, you know, it's kind of like, yeah, not everyone's chatty, but I know there's people here. Speak of the devil, my bub throws in one more toss, but it's still acting like there's no one hanging, so that's annoying. There you go. Let's see where you're at. Oh, you're back in first place. Congrats. There you go. Start your weekend out right. Taking over first place. All right. Oh, so wait, no, actually I'm doing that wrong. That is the, okay. So if that corner is right, so that is correct. No, it is this spot that we're supposed to be updating. Thought you were supposed to be heading to bed, buddy. I understand. Throwing the disc with Penny is definitely an addiction. All right. So if the open corner is you didn't. So yeah, we just put this in here just to clarify. Boom, boom, boom. That should do it. So it's getting closer, but it's the wrong one. So let's go back to 13. Switch that back to 14. There it is. Okay, so that's good. That's correct. So there's a partial victory. Let's see if this side works. No, not yet. No lower left. All right, and yet it didn't do it. Oh, wait. Oh. And -1 + 1. Oh, that's wrong. That's why. So lower left to be minus. Ah, that's why. Stupid. All right. Okay. So those are reversed. $16, $15. Now we should be good. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, bingo. Now I just got to clean up the redraw on that, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, still. Essentially, it doesn't want to clean it up unless you click on it directly. But if you're just dragging, it'll never clean it up. But if you click on it, cleans it. Yeah, still not too bad. Cool. All right, I'm gonna duck out for a quick restroom break, but I'll be right back. Hang tight, guys. All right, and I'm back. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a little glitchy, but I think because, I mean, that didn't really change the gameplay, right? It's more cosmetic look, so I'm going to live with that. So I think the next thing I want to do, that works, okay, is make the ability to delete. There you go. All right. So, let's see. Let's how do I want to approach this? Let's see. Update tile. Let's see. Do it this way. We'll do it right here. That's the empty one. So okay, so new top position. Okay, so alright, so if space is pressed down, then what we want to do is just drop that one to empty again. Oh wait, empty is actually, find out who that is. I think that's 18? 17. Like so. Okay, that should clear it out. Alright, so if I hit shift. Interesting. Nope. Oh, let's do this. Turn. Oh, space. Left shift or right shift. What do you not like? Oh. There it is. Silent Rob is now following. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. Hey, welcome, by the way. Welcome, welcome. So just give you a quick idea of what's going on. Making a level editor right now for my game, which is, I'll show you real quick. Let's go into scenes. Let's go underground. Oh. That's who we're talking about. Thanks, man. Well, it might be short-lived. For whatever reason, Twitch is really hosing me, right? I mean, I think I was mentioning to you yesterday that, you know, there's people hanging. You know, some of them are lurkers, but there's some people. I mean, I had conversations going, and it still shows viewer 0. So, as far as I'm concerned, Twitch is broken. So this may be my last Twitch. I might be bouncing over to Mixer after this, because that's kind of annoying. It's kind of like, what about all the people in the room? No, there's no one in that room. I'm looking over my shoulder, man. There's a bunch of people in that room. No, there's no one in that room. You have 0 people in that room. Yeah. All right. Okay, bite me, Twitch. I'm going to start talking trash about Twitch if I'm leaving. All right. So, work on the level editor. Making some good headway. Mixer. That is Microsoft's version of Twitch. So the only downside is that I looked at Mixer a while back, and the downside was they didn't actually have any real support for game developers. Whereas on Twitch they have like, well, it's not much love. It's not like they have a game developer category. All they have is science and technology category, and the developers kind of get buried in there. But last I checked, Mixer didn't really have any clear defined. It was much more geared towards streaming of games. So let's see if they've definitely changed their look. They're trying to totally look like Twitch. Let's see, go browse top streams. Let's see, search for channels. Unity. Top stream. Oh, that's just Unity. Okay. So I'm looking at names, and okay, I'm not looking at categories. I'm just looking at games. So yeah. Let's see, check filters. Channels. So yeah, I think it's still the same. I still think Mixer is primarily set up. You should know that. I think Mixer is set up to focus on games, games. So yeah. I mean, I've known some other people that have talked about going over to Mixer, but I mean, it seems harder to get found on here. Yeah, all three. Yeah. Although they focus on the first two more than the third. But yeah, I mean, I literally have no idea how to search. So this sucks because I mean, if Twitch is the only way to go and they're treating me like crap, but I mean, it's like there's, I mean, I'm searching, but all I'm searching is names. If I look under developer, no, all I get is like people named developer. Tree Z Doctor. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, if you look up there, it shows me as a fantastic perfect, or like right here, right? A perfect 0, you know? And I mean, I was like, I had 3 people talking to me at the same time, right? Still shows 0, right? Couple people talking to me at the same time, still shows 0. I see in the little thing down there, right? You know, I see a few people walking around there, and I mean, not all of them are talking, but some of them are, and it still shows me a 0. So I don't know, man. Twitch has broken something, it seems like. I like how you have Rick and Morty running around in your channel. Yeah, that was just like a little tweak there. I was wondering what is going on, but you're not the only streamer that is happening to. Yeah, and I was trying to, I mean, so, Z Doctor, by the way, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of took a bit of a break, right? Which might be a good thing because this is kind of annoying. So I was just starting to talk about the idea of Mixer, but, you know, doing good. Good to hear, man. But yeah, so this is kind of frustrating because Mixer doesn't look like a viable alternative. Because, I mean, at least with Twitch, you can get found, right? You can look under, you know, the categories and find game developers. But here, I literally have no way of knowing how to search for game developers. I mean, these are all just people playing video games. I mean, I know Mixer is game-centric, of course, but this is, like, beyond stupid. I mean, as far as I can tell, this is really not an alternative. So, games, I mean, I'm in Browse. I'm in our top streams. I don't want top streams. I want to be able to, so I'm not following anyone. No. Games. Okay, how about under here? How about dev? Development. And there's 0. Woo! Oh no, there is one person building. So there is a category for development, I guess, right? I just can't figure out how to find that. Yeah, 0 views. So there you go. Hey, I can move over to Mixer and double, triple, quadruple my numbers, right? 0 times 4, carry the 8. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. Oh, well. Z-Doctor, what you been up to, buddy? Haven't checked in with you in a while. Been a little busy. But tell me what's going on, man. You still plugging away on Unity? Or you, Oh, it says 5 now? Crap, it still shows 0 on mine. Yeah, you know what? That's not a terrible idea. I was doing a recode kind of thing that went out to multiple, but then I was told originally that Twitch frowned on that and they would not give you an affiliate. But I've already reached affiliate, so I might as well go back to that concept, right? Yeah, throw it out to there, and also YouTube as well. I don't think YouTube has channels, do they? Oh well, I have to look into that. But it just, yeah, it is kind of annoying, you know, when you guys are specifically chatting with me and I still see big fat zeros on both of mine. Yeah. Or maybe it's the dashboard that's broken. Okay. So, they do have live channels? Yeah. So, I don't know. So, yeah, okay, so look at the live stream, and you're right. Z-Doctor, you're right, man. I see 5 on the live stream, but on my dashboard, right here, there you go, I see a big fat 0. What is up with that? I've been doing other things besides programming. I had a job interview today and got hired for seasonal work. Hey, congrats, man. Very cool. Nice. Very cool. 'Tis the season, right? That's awesome. Yeah, very cool, man. Well, I'm still plugging away. Still working on the Tribble game. I was supposed to... Where are we at? We're in the... do I have a channel on Mixer? I did set one up, but I've let it remain empty for this whole time. Let's see. They may have booted me because it's been so long. I mean, at this point, it's been literally a year since I started that. Let's see. I can't remember if I did Scary Robot. Yeah, there I am. Yeah, so I guess I can fire that back up. I might as well. That's a totally valid point. There's no reason not to just do a restream and just send out multiple places. Oh, you recently played with some programming from Lunum Dare. Oh, cool. Some programming. So what does that mean? Like you were just doing some custom programming or using a different game engine? What does that entail? All right. Like so. It's still there. It goes. If I do that, it does the corners correct. I mean. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sweet. You want to do show and tell? All right. So if I click on it, I can delete. But if I scrub, not so much. Okay. So I'm halfway there. So on mouse down. Okay, so if the mouse down is not down, there. Mouse enter. So that's the same. So I'm not sure why that doesn't work. Yeah, it works better than it did last night, doesn't it? There you go. Nice, look at that. You're 1 for 1. You start with nothing was the theme. All right. Game title here. You're a winner. Woohoo! Time to go play the slots, man. Check it out. Oh, is that one you have to download, or is it playable? All right. Yeah. Okay. Game title here. That might be pushing your luck. Yeah. Quit while you're ahead. I focus on making it as simple code-wise as possible, and to make the player laugh. You'd have to download it. Okay. Does it run windowed or does it go full screen? Because I'm using only portion of my screen. If it goes full screen, then it kind of breaks the stream. But no thing. I'm just gonna download real quick. Oh, it is full screen. Oh crap. Okay, I'll take a look at it later because otherwise, I mean, it literally will just get like cut off because I got one of those monster size screens. But I will grab it later and I will give it a try, man. That's cool. Well, congrats for joining in, and yeah, okay, I'll give it a look. But congrats for not only trying it out, but also getting it out the door, man. That's a accomplishment by itself. All right. It will only take one screen. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So anytime. All right. So working on a customized level editor so I can share the pain and hopefully get some people to help me make some more levels because I'm falling behind with all the crap I'm trying to take care of. So this is all working okay. A little yucky, but still for the most part it's fine. All right, but so deleting. If I hold shift and drag across, it doesn't, but if I click on the individual ones, it deletes. It's an experience that requires a bit of waiting. Okay. Alright, well cool, man. I'll definitely give it a look. Around 10 minutes of gameplay, potentially more based on player choices. Gotcha. Okay. So this is good, but then it doesn't really clean up at all, does it? You have to kind of redo it yourself. Like so. Alright. Not terrible, not great. Okay. There it goes. Alright. But still not understanding why delete with shift is not working when I'm dragging. Okay, so on mouse enter. So we do go to check tile. Let's see. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Yeah, so it's doing that correct. That's weird. Alright. So we just make a... Whoa. Shift held, so it should be new tile, unless it's not actually updating that correctly. Mouse enter. Yeah. Alright, I'm not sure what. Alright, let's take a look. Let's do it this way. That should give us the info. So I can, what I'm trying to do is, the editor's working for the most part in terms of laying the tiles down and doing like a smart enough job of doing the edges. like so. And deleting it, if I hold shift down and I click on it, I can delete it, right? But I want to be able to hold the shift down and scrub through it and delete it. And for whatever reason, that's weird. When it hits a tile, it stops, right? And so we're, wow. So yeah, it's that's weird. It's like it doesn't want to update with the shift. Huh. Bizarre. Oh, let's see. Mouse center. Unless the shift is breaking that. Okay. Oh, wait. No, yeah, that is correct. So mouse down. Okay, so that's public. So let's check out mouse down. Yeah. So I'm looking at the check mark here. And it's down. That's good. So you can hold shift down. That is bizarre. Wow. Okay, scrub totally breaks sometimes. Mm-hmm. Do it this way. All right. So that's good. Weird. So when it hits active tiles, then it stops updating. Okay. Alright, so let's do it this way. Let's not check tile, but delete tile. Let's see. Tile. So what if we say if empty? Alright, so I think this might be, so we come up here and we say if the tile we're checking is empty, then just bail. Yeah. Come at it this way. There. So we're only going to update a tile then check tile. Oh, we're not checking the ones around it afterwards, are we? So else update tile. There it goes. That's how we do this. Okay, I think that's gonna fix things. Whoa, it fixed it all right. Now it's not doing anything. Okay. Okay, I see why. Because we didn't add the value. I done fixed it good. Okay, what I'll do is, so if we want to delete it, we want to purge it out. So then what we'll do conversely is, who's empty? 7? That's 4. So then what we'll do is we'll just throw in a blank tile just to get the party started. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. And okay. We still got some redraw issues in here, but that's not a big deal. Okay. And then if I hit shift, hey. Yeah. It's still a little glitchy.
Oh, that was cheap. He was cheesing me. Turn it off.
Not too bad, but okay. But I can, yeah, I mean I can drag and add, but I can't drag and delete. If I hold down shift, only when I click on it individually. I have no idea why it doesn't want to do that. Something about the shift key is just... Alright, maybe it's the shift key that's thrown off the... No. Because the mouse down, I'm seeing that still. Right? Shift held. Yeah, so when I'm going across... Ooh. Hold. Ah. Hold. It won't scrub. It won't update the numbers. Alright, so I don't know if the culprit is in the check tile or if it's the shift that's throwing the press down. So let's find out. This will let us know. If I can hit Control S and not Control D and delete the line. It's not a problem, it's a feature. Alright. Alright, good enough. Alright, so there, hit that. Wow. So it's like it only wants to work if it's not over an active tile. Okay, good. So now I got it. So I'm a sounder. If new tile doesn't okay, so here's what we do. I see. It's because it's trying to see if the tile has changed. So if shift Yeah, this makes sense. No, it's in here. Let's see. Enter script. Alright, this should do it. Just force it. Stuff I need to finish up today. Nice catching up while you were on. Z-Doctor, thanks for coming by, buddy. Good to hear from you. And congrats on getting the work, man. Very cool. Alright, take care of yourself. Have a fantastic weekend. And hope you can stop by sometime again soon. We'll see if I stay on Twitch or if I go over to Mixer. Maybe I'll do both. We'll see. Alright, man. Take care of yourself, buddy. That's weird. Now it actually corrected itself. It went from 0 to 7. Alright. Twitch is just playing mind games with me. That's all there is to it. Twitch hates me. It really, really hates me. Okay. So I should be able to just throw return in here. Bail on the rest of this. We forced it. We don't need to do it twice. Have a good weekend. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Okay. Fingers crossed. I think this is going to fix it. So if I go... Whoop, there it is. Hey, look at that. I can now scrub and delete. Although it's scary that it actually put one way down there. I'm not sure why I did that. Oh, shoot. Now I can't drag. Really? Huh. Okay, so this works. Okay. Yeah. And then if I delete some and then draw it. Oh, now it's working. Kind of. Wow. Alright, you know what? I'm going to change myself. I'm not going to check. I'm just going to... Forget it. I'm just going to say on mouse enter. I'm not going to bother checking where I came from. I'm just going to just do this. I'm just going to go nasty. What happens if I force it just to every time? Whoa! It goes nuts. Oh, I got to update its current position. My mistake. Let's see, so let's find this the first time. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just update the current X and Y values. I was trying to do this cool slick thing where it checked to see, so it wasn't constantly updating, just to see if it's on a new tile and if it's something that needs to be updated, but that's just breaking. So I'm just going to like force it, and that should be enough to make it behave. Let's see. Nope, it's just going off in the left field. the heck? Oh, because I lost a return. There. It says running code I shouldn't have been running. Yeah, much better. Check that out. Alright. So now I can drag it all around like that. And then if I hit shift and delete through it, hey, look at that. Finally. Much better. Yeah. A little bit of redraw issues, but if you just go back over it, it cleans it up. I think that's a minor trade-off. If I delete across, it does that beautifully. Check it out. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I was making it, what is it, the phrase, too clever by half. I was trying to do this slick thing where I was trying not to refresh the redraws too often, but that was, you know, that was actually breaking it. So just by saying, okay, fine, if you scrub and you enter a new tile, redraw that tile. And now it's working. Boom, like that. Cool. Sweet. All right. So then the next step would be to start adding some lava. So then I'm gonna have to create modes, right? Because this is obviously the platform. So you got the platform stuff. Next thing would be to be able to drop lava on top of it. So I'll do that next. But I'm gonna duck out. I think do a quick restroom break. Coming up on 5 o'clock. But yeah, I got one more hour. We'll see what kind of headway I can make here. But hang tight, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Actually, before I change my mind here, before I actually move on to trying to add lava, I want to add the corner edges, an option for that. So what I'll do is just have an override with, I think, control. If you hold control down, then you can actually do corners. But I have to make a check that you're doing it in the right spot. So let's add that next. Wow, I'm getting lazy. Drinking right out of the bottle. Alright, I'll put it back in the glass. I have to be refined, right? There you go. Alright, and just spill it. I should have stuck with the bottle, man. I'm making a mess of myself here. Okay. So, that's working. So let's go ahead and add 18, 22. We're going to add 4 more tiles. And, you know what? I'm going to put him to the end. It'll be 21. I want the empty to be the last tile. So he was 17. Okay, that's all over here. I thought it was. Wait, Oh, because I got this selected. Let's try that again. There it goes. So he's going to go from 17 to 21. Oops. Yeah. Wait, that's the only one? Huh. I guess that is. Okay. Double check myself here. Yep, that's not me. Okay, good. Okay, that's the only place I had that, so that's 21. That's set now. Okay, so let's get the corner pieces dropped in. Gotta find them first. Let's see. Actually, that's a corner piece right there. 0. Oh, shoot. I already have them in place. Oh, you know what? All right, let me reverse myself back again. Oops. Are you still broadcasting? My screen still shows the I'll be right back screen. Uh-oh. Yeah, you might want to refresh because I just checked out the stream and it's my head bobbing around. So, yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, I should be back. Well, if you're hearing me, that's interesting. Yep, broadcast screen is up. Double check one more time. Yep. Yep, I think that is Twitch is hosing you on your end on that one. All right. So I just broke this. So I'm going to just do a whole bunch of Control Z's. There. Okay. So I already have this working. So 0 to 1214. That's better. All right. So mouse down or let's see. My dog's getting impatient. She wants the disc to be thrown. Here. I'll do it on the virtual. There you go. So I'm throwing the disc with my dog virtually, but the real one is just sitting outside my doorway getting really impatient because it's 5 o'clock and she wants to know why I'm not doing it yet. Sweet. Oh, I'm still in second place though. Okay. Let's see. So not left shift, but left alt. Or right alt. Not alt, I want control. Really? Yeah, left control or right control. So what I'm doing here is I want to be able to add corner edges, but I only want to make it when you physically click on it, not drag. So if you have control down, which means you're trying to add corner pieces, and you try and do a drag, which is tipped off by on mouse enter, because each one of these little grids has their own collider, then I know that, okay, you're not supposed to be dragging corner pieces. So, alright, so that's good. So we'll say on mouse down. So we go, now we go if left or right is pressed. Yep, if that's the case. Where's my formatting goofy? There. Then we're not going to do a regular. We're going to do a add corner. So I'm going to make a special function for that. Put it down here at the bottom. Better make it public so I can actually get to it. Like so. Okay. There we go. Oh, editor script. Add corner. And I gotta tell it where that is. Current tile X and current tile Y. Oops. Let's see. Two new pose. Is that what I called the other one? Or I say new tile pose or something. New tile pose. Just trying to be consistent. New tile pose. Good. Okay. At corner. And then we're going to check to make sure that it's a valid request. But before we jump into that, let's go back over here. He served his purpose. Now I'm going to return to get out of that so it doesn't do any more code. There you go. Nice. I'm going to put this up here. Clean that up. Get rid of the debug. Don't need him. There. I guess, you know what, instead of the return, I'll just do as an if then else. Like so. There we go. Okay. That should work. Okay. So now we can actually check out, see if this is a legit corner request, and if so, which corner. So it would be 3, so we want to check. Excuse me. Oh, you know what? Actually, we could do it sneaky. We could do it this way. Say, bool is diag. How about that? Nice. Instead of corner, say add diag, because we're adding a diagonal. Because we have corners, we have those rounded corners, but we want this one to be like a smooth diagonal. So we'll call that diag. I'm going to bring this above it now. Right up here. And then we'll make this a default of false. So these guys will stop screaming above. Alright. Update tile. You know what? Actually, I guess I could go straight to it, can't I? Because I'm not checking anything else. No, let me think. Because I don't want it to just put a diagonal piece where it shouldn't. I guess I can leave it. Yeah, let's try it this way. Just to keep it simplified. Say update tile. So we'll go straight into that. Oh. But then we're going to make this as true because we're adding a diag. Is diag. Okay. And then if it would be corner piece, which means that two sides have to be, there you go. If that one or that one, there. So we do it here. If is diag, then we do this. Else, we do the default. There we go. Alright, so there is an above tile and a right tile. So that means that would be lower left. So lower left would be 23. Alright. So this is, there's above and left, so that means it's lower right. 21. Alright, and this is below left. So that's 33. And last but not least, below right, so it's 35. Sweet. All right, let's see if I'm anywhere close to being right on that. So we draw in like that. Good enough. All right, so if I hold down Control and click on it, it breaks it. Oh, shoot. I keep doing that. All right, so what I did 21, 23, 33, and 35, but that's actually not the array number. That's this number that's in there. So I should have, like, 21, 23, 33, 35, I should have looked at that and pulled the number next to it. So that was me just totally screwing up. Not the first time I've done that, too, today. It just shows my lack of concentration or just lack of brain cells. I'm not sure. Okay, so 23, we look on here, and that's 14. So that should actually be 14. Rookie mistake. Yeah, I am gifted at my perpetual rookie mistakes. 13. All right, 33 would be 15. And finally 35 would be 16. So now I'm actually pointing at the array, not the tile number. So let's try that again. All right. Get a nice little bit on here, like so. There. All right, now. Oh, crap. Well, it's doing something, but that ain't it. All right. Oh, shoot. I'm looking. Okay, I have my little crib sheet over here. I have a little of my notes, but I'm looking at the wrong thing. Those are the elbow pieces, and those are the actual corner pieces, the diagonals. So that is a triple rookie mistake. How about that? All right, so for the last time. Okay, so I got to totally fix this now. So, God, stupid. Yeah, at least I'm not doing this in public. Oh, crap. Yeah, I'll delete this all later. I'll make this all go away. Okay. So, if it's, there's one above and a right, so it's bottom left, so that's 12. We look on here for 12, and that is hidden. Still hidden. That is 11. Crap, where did it go? Okay, so that should be 11. If it's above left, that means it's that one, which is 14, which is 12. Your brave coding in public, that's something I'd have to work up to. You know, I just accept that I suck at it. So, you know, if anyone gives me grief and says, "Man, you suck at this," it's kind of like, congratulations on the brilliant observation. What else you got? What other pearls of wisdom you got to share? You know, yeah. I mean, if I were like, you know, a coder by trade, you know, if I claimed to do this professionally, yeah, then I would be embarrassed. But in this case, it's like, yeah, go to town, dude. Hey, trash me. All right. So below left means he's above there. So that would make him 2, which is 10. All right. So this is the third time I've corrected this. Hopefully I'm good now. So below right, he's above there. So that's 0. And that makes him 9. All right. So hopefully I got myself unscrewed up here. Like so. Get yourself a nice big chunk like this. There. And there it is. That's what we're trying to do. Like that. There you go. And we can fix it just by overwriting it. If I just don't hold control down, then it works fine. Nice. Yeah, thanks, man. It's always nice when code does what you want it to. Hold down control, and then I can switch it to those nice little diagonal corners. Yep. And then if I hold shift down, it does nothing. Uh-oh. That's not good. Shift worked and now it doesn't. ¿Por qué? Ah, crap. I broke shift. Oh, wait. I got a error. The shift. Oh, okay. It's 17. I dropped the array back to its original size, but forgot to update that number. That helps. I expanded the array because I thought I had to add the diagonal pieces, but then I forgot that I had already added the diagonal pieces. So I shrank the array back to its original size, but forgot to tell it that that needed to be corrected. So there it is. Like so. And of course, I get these glitches here, but that's because the underground tiles are set that they have to be too thick at any given spot. So that's the only way you correct that is by not making it one thick. And that's only true of the underground lava ones. All the levels after that, you can have one tile thickness. But there you go. And you can make these all nice and cornered or switch it back. Oh, why did it do that? That's interesting. Oh, because it overrides it. Okay. If I do that, it overrides both of them. So it... Okay. That's a minor thing, but it's not worth the check, I think. I guess I could check it. So are all the horizontal flat pieces lava? No, these are all ground. These are all just ground pieces. The lava pieces will be a separate layer that will go on top of these guys. I have not gotten to that yet, and I guess I won't before I finish the stream today, probably. But that'll be a separate 2D tile layer that will go on top of this. So yeah, if I fix that, yeah. So I gotta check. So I'm gonna do that. So it does the one thing, the tile check when it spreads out and looks around and it overrides. What I want to do is so right now it obviously overrides it and it switches it back to the edge piece. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is just make a check and see if it's like, oh, is it that corner piece? Then if it is, don't override it. Like that. Okay. So let's fix that. So let me actually write down what those are. Let's see. Okay, so let's check tile. That's good. Okay. Yeah, okay, fix that one. Let's come down to 2 in here. Good. So then it's a 6, and then I believe 6 is the 15 tile is the elbow. Good. Okay, cool. So then all we got to do is check to make sure that it's not already named that. It would have been nice if I'd have gone in and actually named the tiles the proper name. That would have made life a lot easier, but that's okay. So then we just go like this. Let's see. If, and we're going to say platform get tile. So what we're doing is just checking to see if there's a corner piece, then don't replace it with the, you know, the full elbow edge. So we say get tile. No, that's correct. Alright, so if that guy name is equal to platform tiles 11 name, then return, because we've already got the corner piece in there and it's good and we don't want to mess with it. I think that'll fix it. Let's see, do I have the one above there? Let's see. Alright. So in this case it's 12. In this case it's 10. And finally 9. So in theory, this should fix it. All it's doing is just checking the tile that's already there, and if it's the diagonal, then it will not replace it on a redraw. That is the goal. So if we go corner, corner, we'll just corner the crap out of all these guys. There. Now if we do redraw, hey, look at that. It worked. It's not doing it. So if I click on it directly, then it will override it. But if I click on the edges, it's not overriding it unless I click directly on it. Nice. That was like my first try too. There you go. And I could just fix it just by holding control. Sweet. Cool. Boom, boom. Like that. There. Yeah. Pretty slick. Alright. Once again, that went faster than I thought it would. Alright, so now I got to create an actual mode. Crap. Let's see. I got to do a whole new layer. So that's tile map foreground. So we're going to create a grid 2D object tile map layer, and then this bad boy we're going to call lava. Rename that underscore foreground. Don't think that's going to break anything. There. All right. So that's all the same. Good. All right. So now we have a lava one that we can use. So let's go in level editor. Platform tile map. So call this public tile map lava tile map. Yes, if I can remember how to type. Okay, and then we create yeah, and then we'll just create a public tile base. It's an array of lava tiles, like so. Good. All right, let's stick all this stuff in there. All right. So that goes there, and then the lava tiles, I got to figure out exactly how many. Shoot. So the lava tiles are a little funky. There's a couple different shapes to them. So if we go Underground lava. I can try and keep it simple. Okay, I'm going to start simple, and I'm going to expand it. What I'm talking about is if there's like a corner piece, right? You know, obviously you don't want it to extend if it's on the edge. So I guess I do need both of those. Crap. And everything that goes with that. See, the frustrating thing is that the lava has a different height on some of these. So I'm going to have to do some serious detection, or I'm going to just have to leave it broken. Let's see. Yeah, shoot, I still got the elbow to deal with too. I guess I could just feed on whatever's below it. And then look at who's beside it. Okay. I guess I'll just throw them all in there and figure it out as I go along. What the heck? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25? Really? I got that many? Alright, well, I'll just do it, and I have to get rid of some of them. I'll do that too. So, just, actually, let me double check the ones that, okay, so 1, 7, these are the ones I'm going to bypass. Is 1, 7, 13, and 19. I think it's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So everyone except those guys. Now this is a case, I was thinking about this the other day. 8675309. So this is a case I was thinking about the other day. I would love to be able to, like, okay, so I have, what do I have here? 25 elements. I would love to be able to select 25 elements here. Oh, shoot. And just be able to just drag all of them and just snap them in rather than having to do one by one. But tell you what I'll do is I'll drag this over here to make this go a little bit faster. So 1, 7, 13, and 19 are the ones to avoid. Oh, make this a little wider so I can see. 3, 4, 5, because this is just so slow. Alright, we skipped 7, and then next one is 13, 10, 11, 12. Skip 13, drop in 14, and go from there. 17, 18, and then we skip 19, and we do everything after that. 20, 2, 4. Oh, I'm gonna have, oh crap, I have one of these be a bogus, just a little dot, but I guess I could just leave it in there. 25. Let me see. Yeah, 25 is the dot. So if I skip that one, shoot. I put them both in the same spot, so it's confusing myself. Alright, so we come back into level editor. Back in inspector. There it goes. So 25 we're going to bypass. 26, 27. Alright, I must have misguessed. 29. Need 3 more. 28. 30. 31. And 34. I'll double check. Nope, I don't need 34. Did you say you have a demo of this game we can try? I did. I haven't really publicized it, but since you asked, there you go. Oops. Wait. Hold on. Don't. That's not it, apparently. Did I? Okay. Tribble Troubles. Did I misspell? Alright. I think I had a typo in there. There it goes. Copy. Try that again. Tribble. Yeah, it looks correct, but okay. Second one's legit. There you go. If you hit that one, you can give the online WebGL version a try. Yep, cool. Yeah, it's I haven't really publicized it because it's still very much a work in progress. For a couple of, I mean, like when I submitted it to Microsoft to try and get them on board, then I definitely sent them a link. But I haven't really thrown it out there to the general public because I'm not quite ready for total feedback. You know, friends and that kind of stuff can definitely give it a try, but it's still, you know, it's still a work in progress. All right, so 34 needs to go away. So we can just reduce this by 1. Hello? Wow. Okay, it's not letting me actually... There it goes. It wouldn't let me select it there for a minute. All right. So 31. Yeah, I don't need him either. 26. Okay. 30. I do need all the others. Oh, except for 25, which is not there. Good. Sorry, I missed what you were saying. The game started and it was crazy loud. No, it was just the fact that I haven't really publicized the demo. I've just sort of like, if people have asked for it, you know, and if I'm submitting it for consideration for a console, then I show them the demo. But it's still, it's still very much incomplete. You know, there's a bunch of things like power-ups and that kind of stuff that I really want to get in place before I formally start putting it out there and getting everyone to try it out and give real, honest-to-God feedback. So that's the idea. So yeah, sorry about the blowing your eardrums out. I hear you. Yeah, I mean, feedback would be good, but I don't know. I mean, it's sort of like a hard line to choose if you want it to, you know, come out just as is and start getting feedback right from the start. Because I mean, there's people going to give feedback on some quirks and things here and there that I'm totally aware of, right? But I don't know. Yeah, I think I want to. I would prefer it if I had a few, at least another world in place, you know, because right now if you burn through all 4 of those levels in the underground, the demo ends. So I'd like to get at least one more in place, or at least some more levels, because I was one fine gentleman did give some feedback, and oh, hang tight 1 sec. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry about that. Just some analog technical issues. But yeah, all set now. Okay. So, all right. So I got all those pieces in place now. Crap, I'm not sure who's who though. I have to figure this out. Simplest thing I guess would be to start. Let's see. Another thing is the fact that some of these tiles I turn on the fly when I'm laying them in place. So now I got to learn how to turn a tile dynamically. Excuse me, which I've never tried. Let's see if we can look that up. Rotate 2D tile through code. Before I place the tile, everything works fine. Oh shit. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry. Just a few more technical issues. Okay. So, let's see. It doesn't change visually. Set a null. I right click. The tile wasn't null. All right. Here's my test code that works with a 90-degree rotation. Tile direction doesn't allow for rotation. Lock transform. Neither did anything. Okay. Example here. Still an issue. Oh, here we go. Okay. Slightly outdated, and we are working and updating the code. The correct implementation should be transform, get rotation by mask vector 1. Tiles, let's see. Okay. It's easy to rotate the tile on tile map. Just use tile map set transform matrix. Really? Okay. Let's see what that does for us. But I'm not sure. 0 rot. Okay, I guess that's the actual rotation there. Set transform. But wait, is that the whole? Is that doing the whole map or just that one tile? That's ambiguous. All right, I'm gonna just try it on something and see what it does. If I can move this over. Okay. All right, so for example, let's try. Ooh. Let's see. Update tile. Finding. Let's see. Set tile 4. All right, 4 is the empty one. So what we'll do is just to test this, mark this out for a second so we can come back to it. I'm going to do a tile that's really obvious what it was. So for example, there you go, 1, which would be element 1. Perfect. So there. So this is going to just put a flat tile there, and we're going to try and spin it around. position, which is that? Shoot, I don't know if that's a vector 2 or 3. It's a vector 3. Okay. Vector 3. Yeah, I guess I could have just brought that whole line, couldn't I? Yeah, well. Like so. There. Alright. So the position set, matrix, and just, I'll start with 90. Just see if that, really? It hates that. To a cartoonian. Ow! Crap. Alright, how do I specify quaternion value? Alright, let's go look at... Ah, crap, it's just fed. Okay. Alright, so... Specify quaternion value. Quaternion set. Can you tell I don't use quaternions ever? Oh, you passed the first level. Congrats. Hate to tell you, but that's the easy one. It gets harder. I'm gonna do a bunch of game testing here in the not too distant future. Yeah, don't blame you. Yeah. I just learned that. Yeah, I'm gonna try some game testing in the near future. I gotta get the game balancing dialed in for sure. Alright. So, okay, so quaternion, wow. Yeah, so I mean, like, even the one I was talking about, it was nice, but it was only like a subset of code, which isn't helping. It's just a snippet, so... Let's see. Maybe find a better example. Tom app. Here we go. Matrix. The matrix. Oh, jeez. Oh, here we go. There it is. Found our bad boy right there. Check him out. There. Boom. Alright. So, in theory, this is basically going to give me that ground with the top level and hopefully turn it once I paste it down. Here we go. Yes! Cool. Alright, so I can actually turn these guys when I need to. Good to know. Got an error. An error occurred during the Unity content on this page. See your browser. Oh, cool. Huh. Okay. Can you give me some context? Where you were? Where you're playing? It could be just a WebGL thing, or it could be something I wrote. On level 2. Okay. Well, I'll show you. There's one thing. Check this out. I don't have it on this one, but if you let me come back into the player. I think I have it set on the WebGL version. You can actually, if you haven't already closed it, if it's still active, I can show you something here. So let's go into scenes. We go underground, save. There you go. So I'm going to fire this up. and in the top left, a little ways in, just ran into one of the enemies. All right, so in the top left, if you just triple click the top left area, it'll bring up a editor, and you can actually look in here to see if there's any information. You know, anything that's red would be an error that got thrown by the game code. So you can give that a try, see if that comes up with anything, if you can. Honestly, I haven't seen any errors pop up on the WebGL before, so that one's kind of a new one to me. So I'm really curious to see what it might be. Alright. So that's 90, and then be 90, or would it be 270? To see if it goes all the way around. I launched the game in the Edge browser so I could control its volume easier. Maybe it has something to do with that. It's possible. Okay, good. So 270 does bring it all the way around. Good. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I've mostly tested it on Chrome because, I mean, it's not anything that is ever going to be launched on WebGL, so I haven't really given it that much in terms of testing for sure. Yeah, triple left click on the upper left corner. Like, so if I'm the game screen, it'd be like right here. If you triple click on it, it should bring up a debugger. And if it doesn't, then I may have disabled it for the WebGL version. Okay, then I may have knocked it out of the WebGL. Let's see. Yeah, I may have knocked that one out. Sorry about that. Okay. Cool, so we actually know this works. So there's my magic line. And put this back to where it was. So now I know how to rotate a tile at runtime. That's pretty cool. Alright. So now we got to switch modes because this is all going to be about lava now. You know what? Actually, I'm going to be really sneaky and just start off with the Alt key. It was fun until that point. Oh, that's cool. Well, thanks for giving it a try, man. But yeah, I am really curious to see feedback in terms of difficulty at this point. I'm yeah. Thanks for letting me try. Of course, man. Thanks for giving it a try. Yeah, I probably have erred on the side of really too hard. You know, it's a tough call because at this point I can play the game and complete it in a little over 2 minutes, right? So if you think about it, the ultimate goal is I have 4 different worlds, and each world has 4 sections, right? So that's 16, and if it takes roughly 2 minutes, we'll just say as an average 2 minutes, then you know we're talking about what, 42 minutes of total gameplay from beginning to end if you can play it perfectly. You know, I mean, and what I need to do is make sure that that doesn't happen anytime soon, right? So you got to balance that thing, that you want it to be challenging enough that it takes you a long time to beat the game, but you also want to have the person to be able to beat the game, right? And that's always the tightrope that you walk, you know, that you want to make it challenging enough that they don't finish it right away, but you also want them to feel like they're making progress. And that's the balancing act that I still need to dial in perfectly. And that's still going to be up in the air until I maybe even have a difficulty setting. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I'm toying with that idea. You know, the only challenge there is that means you know, I have to make multiple sets of the levels, right? I mean, even right now, that first section you're playing, I have 2 sets, right? So whenever I make a change, I have to make a change to both sets, you know? Yeah, a lot more work. Exactly. Exactly. You know, so it's something that what I more likely to do is maybe just have a situation where there's more cans of food, you know, or more generous bonus rooms that give you more items, so that way you can replenish your health faster, you know. But then I also don't want to give you the whole game. I don't want you to be able to beat it on like the super easy cakewalk and then experience the whole game and then not have any incentive to step it up and move over into the harder challenging levels, right? But yeah, definitely consideration. It's something I've been working on in my head, you know, and that will only come around when I already get into all the stuff in place and I start doing some better testing. And I mean, the key thing I'm still missing on at this point is power-ups, right? You know, when you complete the level, as you saw when you reach the top there, you have a chance to, with the gems you collect, you can replenish your health, but you can also buy some power-ups that will allow you to either knock out enemies or like have invincibility for a short amount of time, you know. And I got to get that plugged in, and then I'll kind of hopefully get it balanced after that. That's the game plan. All right, so I'm sure that would be a case with some players. Always try to finish games on the hardest level before saying I beat it. Yeah, I'd like to say the same, but because I have such little time to actually play games these days, that I tend to be much more of I play it on the, you know, on the lower side, on the easier side, and then, you know, finish and move on. But, you know, it's going to be an inexpensive game, relatively speaking. You know, I mean, especially considering the fact that it has like the famous character tied to it. That I'm hoping that, you know, people will still feel like they get the money's worth either way. All right. So then what I'm going to do here real quick is just, let's see, if I have Alt, I'm going to just do hack routine here. Platform top map. Okay. So that lava tiles, lava top map. Okay, good. So, and I'm not going to do a check yet. I just want to make sure on mouse down. All right. Input, get key. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do a mode, but I just want to make sure that I have this. You know what? Maybe I don't want to go this direction. I was thinking about doing something with just a quick hack of holding Alt and being able to lay the lava on top of it, but I'm gonna have a different mode altogether. So that's probably not the smartest move. So I may just kind of stop down here because adding the lava is gonna take a chunk of time. But I mean, it's cool that this is working. I'm pretty happy with this, like that, and then just like make a little section in here, like so. Yeah. Pretty easy to draw this stuff out. Yeah, I think this is actually going to help me. So I'm glad I did this. But definitely more importantly is that it'll help if I can, you know, put it out there, and if I can bring someone else on board to help me make some levels. You know, I have this level editor which I'll be able to export and put even like on just a WebGL page, and then someone can create a level, hit a button, and it can export the information back to me. Cool. Alright, well, considering that's only a few hours worth of plugging away, I'm pretty happy with that. That came together like it did. Alright, and I may wrap up a few minutes early. It's not quite 6, but yeah, it would be a nice time saver. Exactly. Yeah, and it's just, I mean, I didn't start it from the beginning just because, you know, when I started working with the tiles, it's the first time I'd ever played with tiles. So for me, the whole thing was just learning how Unity's 2D tiles setup even works. But at this point, I'm feeling very comfortable with it, so I'm getting more ambitious. So yeah, the level editor is a little late to the party, but I think it's still gonna be a good thing to have. But I think I may shut down because I'm gonna do my annual weekend of video game playing. It's something I only do after my birthday. So this is my birthday weekend, I guess. My birthday was a few days ago, but so I'm gonna shut down, and I only do this once a year. So I'm gonna go shut down and play video games for the entire weekend. Very indulgent, very cool. I always enjoy doing it. So any chance you play Age of Empires? I sorry, I hate to say it, but no, I'm too trigger happy. I don't really play any kind of RTS games at all. I like to be able to pick up the joystick and jump in there myself. So not a big strategy game player. So yeah, afraid not, man. Sorry. Otherwise, I'd say yeah, I'd jump in, but I look at the guys and I just like fine, didn't want to play you anyways. No, I'm kidding. No, you destroy me, man. You know, my strategy game pretty much ended with like, you know, strategio. Jesus, what was it? Strategio, right? Strategio, and like, you know, battleship. Stratego, that was it. There it is. Yeah. Yes, Stratego. There you go. So that's basically where my strategy game playing pretty much ended, I think, a long time ago. I just, you know, I see the troops kind of like going from here to there, you know, and it's like I'd rather just kind of like, yeah, kind of like a quasi chess checkers kind of thing, where Stratego, where you have like your players, and then they're like different rank soldiers. Some are just like, you know, infantrymen, some are generals, and then the idea is that you go up and you hit the other guy with your piece, and then you turn and you show the numbers, and whomever has the higher one wins the piece. Big on chess. Yeah, this is definitely the poor man's chess game. I don't want to oversell it. It's chess without knowing what piece you're attacking, right? So then once you attack that piece and you figure out what it is, then you can sort of like, then it becomes like a match memory game. Then you have to try and keep track of the pieces, right? So you can go, oh, okay, that was his, you know, his spy or that kind of stuff, right? So it was a fun, good, you know, childhood game. But yeah, like I said, I'm much more of a first-person, third-person kind of arcade gamer. Not an online player. I still do single player just because I'm just, you know, I'm much more of a, I'd rather jump into a story, play the story, finish it, and move on. You know, but yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna play this weekend. I'm not sure yet. I have to look at my giant list of games on Steam and get that all set up. I miss LAN parties. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Broadband kind of killed that, didn't it? You know, when we went from 14.4 modems, right, to, you know, 1 gigabyte data, it kind of negated the reason to be in the same room together, right? I do have early memories of playing Duke Nukem 3D on dial-up modems, you know. I still haul my laptop over to my buddy's house to play. Nice. That's cool. That's sweet, man. Yeah, I would love to find the time, you know, but I just, this is, you know, we still play online, sort of defeating that purpose. Yeah, so it's like the computer's right there, but rather than just going over there, it goes way off to some server that's like hopefully in the same country, and then comes all the way back to the person sitting 3 feet away from you. That's funny. Oh, man. Silent Rob, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you coming by, man. But yeah, I'm going to wind down now. So celebrate the fact that I did set up the ability to create a editor using 2D tiles in Unity, so that's a good start. Nice hanging out. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate that. Then I'll probably see you, well, next meeting. I know we're local, but otherwise, if you want to come by next Friday, I'll be plugging away again. But yeah, man, thanks for coming by and hanging out. I do appreciate it. And thanks for everyone that was hanging with me today. Some people are like on the others. Oh, hey. All right, man. Thanks for, yeah. Is that knee? Thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out, man. And I will be back here next Friday plugging away. Hopefully, oh, that's right. You know what? Before I go, you know what? You're not the first person to mention that. Before I go, I promise this, and let me do this before I go. So I got this another artist that's here locally. Nee is following as well. Thank you, Nee. I appreciate that. You know, nothing else for the gym. Okay, here you go. Let me show you something. Yeah. Who's there? There you go. Yeah, I've been asked that once or twice. All right. Images. Tribble accessories. So I found an incredibly talented artist that's here locally that is helping me out, creating some new art for me. So check this out. So you're going to be able to dress up the Tribble in these cute little outfits as well, right? This can be a nice little bonus feature. So we got antlers. Let's see what else we got. We got him in a baseball cap, right? And if you see the gray shade, I'm doing that because I'll make it so you can actually customize the color, right, in the game. So if you want to like make it purple, you make it pink, whatever, you'll be able to customize that. We got a Centurion. So this, by the way, and talk about recycling, this is the helmet that another artist made for me in my previous game, Tribble Troubles. So I'm just kind of recycling that. And Dane, the artist that's helping me now with the accessory stuff, he just did a up-resing of it. He did a great job. He's doing some great stuff for me, and I'm very appreciative. So I got that. I got a cowboy. Oh, no. Here we go. Cowboy. he's got like, and just imagine it, right? I'll add a little animation to it, so there'll be like some squash and stretch, kind of like the Tribble himself has. So if we come back in here real fast, let's go back into scenes, do underground, real quick. Hopefully I don't have it hard coded. Do I? Oh shoot, I do. Shoot, let me switch that back. Where's my scripts? Game controller. Fix this. Back here. There. All right. Now it's where it should be. There it is. All right. So, yeah, so the Tribble has, like, if you guys remember, he has all of this nice little squash and stretch kind of performance stuff, right? So he'll do all that kind of stuff. So you can imagine that combined with these little outfits, you know. So you can imagine I'll have, like, the gun belt kind of pinging along, and then the gun itself, in the holster kind of bouncing along, and then the hat doing some nice squash and stretch, so, so I think it's going to play really well. That one's still working on. I got a pirate. There you go. Yeah. So I have a little pirate, and all these things will have just a nice secondary bounce to it. All right, that's the intention there, and it gives you a way to like dress up the character. It doesn't affect the game, but it just gives you something you can add to it. There you go. I got the punk rock one, and once again the gray, so you'll be able to change the color of the punk hair to whatever you want to choose it to be. Santa, and then let's see. Yeah, I got a Santa hat. This one's actually broke down into segments, so that one I actually have some like physics to it, right? And then so the idea would be because the game is premium, so the idea would be that the game will have like little missions, right? Squish so many enemies, collect so many cans of food, that kind of stuff, and when you do enough of it, then you get rewarded with one of these little outfits. That's the game plan. A couple more. We got a Viking, and once again, this is recycled from my Volley Village game, my previous game, but just up-resed by Dane, who did a fantastic job. And then finally we have the Wizard, who, once again, also same thing, gray hat, so you'll be able to change the colors. Just got the Aragon jumping into lava. Interesting. Okay, and you did that on Edge again, right? So I'll test it out on Edge, because I've only played the online demo version in Chrome, so I'll give that a look. Okay, cool. I'll give that a look then. That's cool. Yeah, neat. Thanks, man. Thanks, buddy. Well, I will take credit for coming up with the general idea, but I will not take credit for the art. That is Dane's fantastic work. He's doing a great job, and happy I bumped into him, and happy he's taking the time to do some great work for me. So yeah, and I have a few more outfits that are going to be added as well. He's still working on a few more items. But yeah, it'll just be a nice little touch. It'll just be something fun to, let the player customize, just their character a little bit. And I'll probably do some specifics on the Tribble himself too, right? I'll probably have some colorations for the Tribble, as well as maybe some spots or stripes or something like that. Haven't worked that one out yet, but that'll come in the near future as well. So look at that. I actually made it to the 6 o'clock threshold. So there you go. And this time I will definitely be departing because my dog is screaming now. She's crying. She wants attention. She wants food. Hopefully I'll catch more of your stream next Friday. Neo, hope you can make it, buddy. Thanks for coming by, and thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate that. Jim Carrey thanks you for that as well. You guys have yourselves a fantastic weekend, and yeah, hope you guys can make it back next Friday. If not, before I go, let me just do one more thing. I forgot. Let's see, where are my links? There you go. Do that. If you want, you can always visit me on Discord. There you go. I'm always available there. So if you want to talk outside of the stream, right, you can reach me on my Discord. So please feel free to join me on my Discord channel. Otherwise, hopefully you can make it back next Friday, and I'll be here again doing more of the same. All right, guys, have yourselves a fantastic weekend, and hopefully I'll see you guys next Friday. All right, take care, guys. Adios.